Use the language or not. The reports are already having diplomatic consequences. U.S. ambassadors and representatives abroad, including the top U.S. official in Haiti, are facing tough questions from leaders there. Elliot.
Rick, thank you. Our team coverage moves now to South Florida, where leaders from the state legislature to the Catholic Church have been very critical of the comments. CBS 4's Ted Scouten has been following this side of the story for us and joins us live from West Palm Beach near the president's Mar-a-Lago estate. Ted?
Yeah, Elliot, we're waiting for the president to arrive here in Palm Beach. He's due to pass by this area here in about an hour or so. Already we saw one of his supporters driving by, waving the big Trump flag behind him to greet the president when he arrives here. But now at the same time, there are a lot here in South Florida, community leaders and elected officials who are judging him pretty harshly right now.
You represent us, and you speaking like this, you need to resign. Simple.
Florida's first Haitian-American state senator, Daphne Campbell, putting it out there. She wants the president out if he doesn't apologize for what she calls painful, unacceptable statements about Haiti, El Salvador, and Africa.
If he refuses to do it, he needs to resign. He needs to resign. Simple as that. I don't think he needs an impeachment. I don't think he needs anything. It's fairness. Enough is enough. He just needs to give his resignation as a president.
He's a liar. And I mean, he has proven it over and over again.
Representative Frederica Wilson doesn't believe his denials.
Call it what it is. This man is spewing racist talk across this country. He's embarrassing America. He's embarrassing Congress. He's embarrassing the White House. He's embarrassing our democracy. He's embarrassing immigrants. And he's embarrassing black people, black nations.
The governor is a close friend of the president and an ally, but he says in this instance he does not agree with Trump.
Well, if the reports are true, you know, he should take them back. I disagree with them completely. You know, we love people coming into our state. They're part of the fabric of our state.
It was like he was trying to channel Archie Bunker without the charm.
Catholic Archbishop Thomas Wensky from the Archdiocese of Miami called the comments upsetting. The church in South Florida works closely with immigrants from Haiti and El Salvador.
Those countries that the president disparaged are certainly not Shangri-Las, but that's one of the reasons why people immigrate from them.
And again, we're waiting for the president to arrive here in Palm Beach. He's due in about an hour or so to head out to Mar-a-Lago. From what we understand, he'll spend the weekend at Mar-a-Lago and then head back to Washington, D.C. Monday evening. Live in West Palm Beach, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News.